Hello. Ooh, that's spiking a lot. No, that's fine. Still green. It's all green. We're all green. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Let's just say hello to people. I apologize for this being a bit earlier than it usually is. I have plans today. But on the plus side, we have Laurie in here because we're at a reasonable time for her, I think. So that's one big plus straight out the bat. Hello, Laurie. Welcome in. Welcome in, Axe. Welcome in, Fru. Welcome in, Lufa. Lucy. I'll be calling you Lufa. Axe got the first and best crack. I have a bigger window open now so I can actually see chat, which I couldn't last week because I'm trying to go back and forth. Hello, Laurie, as I said. Fru. Mel. Nina, welcome in. Yeah. So, yes. I have a clock here. There's another clock here. There's another clock here. There's 5 clocks in this kitchen and they all say different times. But I'm not going to focus on that. Right. So, today, what are we doing today? If you haven't guessed by the title, we're doing a Caesar salad. Now, that might sound like quite a quick thing to most people, but what I'm going to do today is I'm going to teach you how to make a mayonnaise. I'm going to teach you how to turn that mayonnaise into a Caesar dressing. I'm going to cook my bacon. I'm going to make some croutons, and all of that together. I'd say maybe an hour, maybe if I'll go nice and slow. So all that put together should be big Caesar salad from scratch. So all I have is raw ingredients. There's no sauces. Well, I'm not making fucking mustard, but everything else should be put together. Okay, cool. I have you guys down here. I'm going to try and be a bit more active in this week because last week I missed a shit ton of messages. Yes, Axe 5 clocks. None of them tick. Jesus Christ, no, it'd be like fucking torture in here. Right, so first things first, we're gonna get our hands a bit messy here. I'm gonna stick my bacon on because, right, so traditional Caesar salad was invented in Mexico. I can't remember when. There's 2 brothers. They both developed these 2 salads. I can't remember the other one. The other one's still a salad down there, but it's originally invented in Mexico. It was invented by a fella called Caesar. Or it was actually his brother, but Caesar nicked it. Sorry, yeah, the microphone's a bit here. Hello, Ross. Hi, Lucy. But yeah, so it's actually a Mexican dish. A lot of people think because it's called Caesar salad, it's from Rome. It's not. It's from Mexico. The traditional one is literally gem lettuce, dressing, parmesan. That's all that's in it, and croutons. So bacon was added later on, and they've kind of just accepted it and moved on with their lives. Oh, lovely, Jim Gower, Lucy, let's go. Love that for you. So yes, so essentially what we're going to do here today is first of all, I'm going to stick on my bacon, which means my hands are going to be touching with some raw meat for a bit. So I'll try and do my best to talk to you. When I cook bacon, I always do it in the oven. It's without a doubt the best way of cooking bacon. Don't go near a frying pan. You try the water technique or whatever. No matter which way you do it, it'll burn it. Oven is the only way acceptable to cook bacon, in my opinion. You like it? Yeah. Nice calming music. Oven bacon. Always oven bacon. I have my tray here. Now, I like streaky bacon, but I'm going to cut this up when it's cooked. So, you're going to go with you later. And I don't think I'll need I won't be using the hob at all today, so hopefully I won't have my back to you guys too much. If I can avoid it. Oh yeah, actually, you know what? I always forget that you guys have eaten my food. So, I may as well do them all. Fuck it. I'm only here once. So yeah, I always forget that Lucy, Axe, Thana, and Pro have eaten mine. Spenny and Fru have all eaten my food. So if you think I'm full of shite, ask them, because they'll give you a true answer if my food's actually nice. Hello, Milky. Welcome in. Oh my God! You know what, Milky? That doesn't. You know what? That's all right, because what you're trying to do there really is just get the fat out of it. But it's one of these weird things. It's like when you're eating chocolate or crisps or whatever. Like, if you're gonna eat bacon, just eat the bloody bacon. You know what I mean? Don't stop trying to, you know, oh, I don't want to cook it in its own fat. It's too greasy. Bollocks to that. You're eating bacon. You're eating bacon. And get it into you. Right. So I'm just gonna do the whole lot. So bacon's just out in the tray here. That's gonna go in the oven until I like the look of it. That's genuinely all it means. It'd be about 15-20 minutes. Roughly. And that will. I'm getting this on first because it's the longest thing, and the has to come out. It has to cool. So that's it. The best thing about doing a fry up or something like that is that if you're doing bacon, this can just be your easiest job. It just goes in the oven and you forget about it. Right, so in you go, pal. Right, so that's in. First step done. Bin. Okay. Yes, exactly. Then you're already eating fatty food. Get the fat. Look, everything out of me now. My kitchen. Fucking too right. Let's get going. Hello, Jitter. Welcome in. Now about 5 minutes of catching up chat. Absolutely. So, chicken Caesar. There's another thing. You know what, Milky? I prefer streaky bacon. A lot of Irish people prefer what's called back bacon, which has like a big kind of chunk of meat and then a bit of fat running down the side. It kind of looks like a pork chop from the side. I don't like that. I prefer streaky bacon because the fat's just running through it all the time. Should update my fat code, you're right. I thought that happens automatically. What's that now? Oh, 126, let's go. I was supposed to do a celebration at 100 back in October. And it was going to be, had a big mental plan for that. That was, yeah, Sandy, you guys would call that Canadian bacon. Which is, we just call it back bacon over here, like, and that would be the more common version of bacon here. We'd actually call it, streaky bacon used to be called American style bacon. That's like, some of the shops would have like American style bacon on their shelves. Like it would just be streaky bacon. Right. So, what do we need for a mayonnaise? You guys are gonna learn how to make a mayonnaise. Oh, right. So, we have Dijon mustards. We have lemon juice. We have paprika. We have eggs. We have oil, and we have vinegar. Now, ordinarily I would use white wine vinegar, but I don't have it, so I'm just using regular vinegar. We are making mayonnaise. So, a lot of people, I've made mayonnaise in front of a few people before, and it puts everybody off it. So I'm just gonna warn you guys, when you see the amount of fat that's in mayonnaise, it might put you off it. Just to be aware of it, right? Now we're gonna measure out all my measurements. Right, so what do I need? I used to know this off by heart, so here's a John fact for you. I used to make 10 liters of mayonnaise every 2 days in one of my chef jobs. Which is quite a lot of mayonnaise. I need a jug. And you know what? The amount of times I made it, because they were obsessed with having hidden mayo, yes. I would not like to bathe in mayo, Lucy. The thing about it was, they were obsessed. Now, they were going for, obviously, because they were going for a Michelin star, they were very much like, everything has to be homemade, everything has to be blah, 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 blah. But what that left was like my mayonnaise was never as nice as, yeah, 3-stream streak, let's go. My mayonnaise was never as nice as Hellmann's. It just wasn't. But they were obsessed with making homemade mayonnaise, so they had this theory that, like, you know, they put on the menu like homemade mayonnaise every day, blah blah blah. And because they were going for a star, they didn't want to use Hellmann's. But Hellmann's is nice, like, there's nothing, there's absolutely nothing wrong. I need to get the measurements up here. It's funny because I have I obviously have my own recipes for everything written down, but I just use Sully Serves because I wrote them all down there. So yeah, that's my thing. Right, so we need 300 mils of olive oil. I don't trust these fucking things, to be honest. And so we're gonna measure it out. I'm gonna do it that way. And plus I'll be able to see by hand anyway. I'm gonna do all this by hand. You can obviously do it in the food processor. And I'm gonna jinx myself today, but I've never split a mayonnaise. So, coffee. Hello, welcome in. Coffee jar. Hi, Spenny as well. Sorry, I'm pouring olive oil into things here. Right. Anyone put off yet by the amount of oil that's going into this? There we go. Welcome in, coffee. So I'm just using extra virgin olive oil. Now it's Tesco, so it's probably not great quality. Oh, fall over you. So olive oil I have. I need a teaspoon of Dijon mustard. Okay, oh, hydrate. Fuck, I always forget to bring water with me. Right. As I open up the press or the fridge, there's a fucking bottle of mayonnaise in here. But we don't want to use that. We want to make our own. Right, so I need a teaspoon of Dijon. That's just gonna go straight into the bowl. Go. I need a teaspoon of paprika, which I'm just gonna eyeball because, oh, actually that goes in at the end, sorry, it's my fault. I'll wait for that at the end. Ram's House. Hello, Ram's House. I'm doing a, welcome in, first time chat. I'm doing a Caesar salad, but I'm starting by teaching the guys here how to make a mayonnaise. And then we're gonna use the mayonnaise as the base for our sauce. So I need 2 egg yolks here. And if anyone was here last week, I taught you how to properly. Do you know what? I'm gonna do. Where's my boy here? We're gonna droid cam this. Oh, actually, my recipe's on that. Ah, it doesn't matter. Figure it out. So, I have my anchovies, Ross. I do, yes. So that's another thing that always surprises people about the Caesar salad dressing is that there's anchovies in it. But let's get the droid cam up here. It always surprises people that there's anchovies in it, which is a bit kind of grim. Fish is anchovy, Lucy. Let me go. Let me just, sorry, bear with me a sec while I get remember where the fuck I put the droid cam. The last thing I searched was how to spell et tu brute. So that's brilliant, isn't it? You just connect to the same network. Yeah, keep going, Lucy. Fuck yeah. Thank you, Milky. That is the correct response to that. What the fuck? What is this? Oh, it's down. Yep. So let's. Oh, I'm not paying for this apparently. Continue to ask. Let's go. Joy, come on. Dead. Be picking it up. Dang it. Let's try this again. Do. Sorry, tech shit. Not the end of the world if it doesn't happen. Nah, it's not connecting. Not to worry. Doesn't matter. We'll continue as. Can't remember how I did it last week, but I did it. Alright, anyway. So, we're going to separate 2 eggs out. 2 egg yolks. I got some corn-fed eggs, so hopefully the yolk is nice and yellow. I cracked that really badly. But separating an egg, pass the white through your hand, yolk goes in the bowl. Simple as that. No messing about. Crack your egg on a flat surface. Crack it through your hand. Egg yolk in. Cool. Perfect. So that's it. We have our two egg yolks in with our mustard. I'm gonna put the egg whites over here. I don't need them for now. Don't need the rest of your eggs. They're gonna go over there as well. I'm gonna do a little clean down here. Clean as you go if you can. Doesn't always work for me here, unfortunately. Okay, so next is just a little splash of vinegar. Ordinarily I would use a half a teaspoon. Ordinarily I would use white wine vinegar. I'm not using that today. And so this is your base. You have your eggs, you have your mustard, and you have your vinegar. So this is where we bring out my old pal from last week, our big fuck off whisk. That's about the size of my head that we wanted to do the thing in. Hello, Brace for Impact. How's it going? It's a cutting board or a Roblox. This is a monster. I love this thing. I love this thing. Unfortunately, the only time I use it now is for these videos because there's literally nowhere in the kitchen that will hold it. So this is where I kind of wish I had the dry cam, and I'm going to try one more time to hook it up here if I can. Let me just see. I don't know why this was working last week and it's not. You know, text gas, isn't it, all the time? What if I do that? Oh, come here. Is it here? What the fuck? Now it's here. Right, okay. Okay, right. You know what? I don't care. It's working. Doesn't matter why. You're gonna come down a little bit. Perfect. Right, we get it working. So yes, this whisk is a monster. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna emulsify the 3 of these guys together. Bring them together. Cool. So we have, this is our eggs, our mustard. No, I'm gonna throw a little bit. Now, the thing about mayonnaise is mustard has an emulsifying agent. Can you see Mono? No, he's over here. I am making the croutons myself through. That will be the second thing that goes in the oven. I'll put a touch more mustard in here because it looks a bit light to me. There we go. Now, mustard has a natural emulsifying agent in it anyway, so it'll always help you out with bringing this together. So your key now is, and the reason why I've put a little towel underneath is so I can take my hand off and slowly add my oil. Now, let the oil come in from the side, dripping down as it is there. And slowly, slowly, slowly let it drip in. And yes, all of this oil is going in this, by the way, just in case any of you were at all curious. And you'll find over time that it'll naturally come together. Now it'll be a bit more yellow than what you're used to. No, it'll be, so Lucy, if you ever, it'll be a little bit paler than it is now, but I'm using extra virgin olive oil and I'm using corn-fed yolks. So this will be quite a yellow mayonnaise, for lack of a better term. If your mayonnaise, so if this does start to split, splash of cold water in it, do a job. Oh, you're doing a pin message. Thank you, Fruhara. Oh shit. Now to me, that's kind of coming together already. Went a bit too heavy on the oil on that one. Hi, Dutchie. But my towel is starting to slip. Which is a fucking a saying I didn't think I'd ever say on this app before. So we're just gonna keep going nice and slowly, a little bit. As you can see, starting to thicken up now. So we're about halfway there. It's starting to lighten up a little bit as well, as Lucy was talking about. So we're just gonna go. Once again, I wish I had have done this in a food processor like a normal human. This would have been done in 5 minutes, but it's moving about, which I'm not happy about. Right, come here, you. Do this properly. There we go. Now we're sucking diesel. Oh my god, I don't know why this keeps moving. It's really pissing me off. Yeah, you. I'm talking about you. Okay. Keep going. Starting to thicken up really well now. In fact, Seems a bit okay for me, to be brutally honest. I'm pretty happy with that. I am going to add some lemon juice to it, which is going to loosen it out slightly. Yes, you do need to stick your finger in it, Lisa. So, I suppose, as far as mayonnaise goes, that's probably close to what you guys would consider mayonnaise, as it is. And that tastes like absolutely fucking nothing. So what we're gonna do, this needs salt. This needs salt. Just tastes like oil at the moment. With me, you know what, I'm happy with that. If I need to put a little bit more oil into it, I can. Once again, this is why you taste as you go, check everything as you go. Also a little bit bitter. So I'm gonna put about half a juice of a lemon in. This will probably loosen it out a little bit. Oh, we got a pip in, you bastard. Once again. Are you still on the staircase, Lucy? lemon's gone in. There's a seed in there, which I'm just gonna take out. I'll wash my hands. The easiest way to discover in a kitchen that you've got a cut in your hand is to squeeze a lemon. Okay. We have I'm going to put a little bit of paprika in, and this isn't necessary, but I think it adds a little bit to it. If you're making a base mayo, that would be it. Your mayonnaise is done now. A little bit of salt, which I forgot to put in. I'm going to use fine salt because I think big sea salt is probably not great for that sort of stuff. It needs to kind of be absorbed into it. I'm just going to put a little bit of salt. Cool. For me, I like paprika, so I'm going to fucking lash this in. So that's going to go, yeah. And give that a mix now. See what she looks like. Have a taste. And do. Yeah, that's fine. I think I put too much vinegar in it, that's the only thing. Sorry. It'll survive. Okay. Right. Mayonnaise is done. Once again, could go a little bit thicker if I really wanted to. But not to worry, we move on. Right, so mayonnaise is done. So that's the base for our dressing. The next step in our dressing, I'm going to give this a little wipe down because there's some raw eggs and shit on it. And I'm going to also check on my bacon if I can. See where she's at. Let's just get this a little cleaned down. Olive oil off. Lovely. Perfect. I'm going to swap you guys back to me if I can. I swear to God, if this is here now. Oh. Say, why? Oh, it is here. I don't understand tech. Hello, Lefty. Welcome in. Hi, Dusty, by the way. I know I didn't say hi. Paprika is bell pepper. Yes, it's a dried out bell pepper. Let's have a look at the bacon, shall we? Whoop. Now, I'm reasonably happy with this. Switch you guys back so you can have a look at it. What do we think? I think that's pretty spot on. Looks nice, looks crispy. I'm not trying to get it too. I might go a little bit further. I'll go a little bit further with this. Because I want this to cool down, and then I need to cut it up. So, I don't know. Will that keep cooking as it cools down? Need to make a decision here. No, we got another couple of minutes. So, next step. Let's bring you back here. The base for a Caesar salad dressing is anchovies, is a mayonnaise base with anchovies, parmesan, salt, and garlic, right? So I'm gonna get some good quality salt. What anchovies? I don't know. The ones in the tin, too. Where are they gone to? Just anchovies and oil. That's all. That's all you need. So I'm actually gonna take out a separate cutting board for this because I don't want to wreck. I don't want to have this one smelling like fish for weeks. So I'm going to cut up these anchovies. They're sitting in olive oil. Let's take them out. Now, because I'm not going to season this dressing too much, because one of the reasons why anchovies are added is because they're naturally quite a salty fish, and they will kind of cut through the overall dish. Like, so you don't really need to add that much salt in here. And the Parmesan as well, which will be going in later, is also quite salty. So I'm just going to chop these up reasonably roughly. Just give it a little chop, 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 chop. Cool, thank you. So that's going into our mortar and pestle here. Drop a little bit. And what I'm going to do with that pestle and mortar as well is going to, I need this knife for later, so let's give you a quick wash. I know I said last week I don't want you watching me wash stuff, but okay, doesn't matter. What's going to go in on top of this is I'm going to do 2 cloves of garlic. I like it a bit more garlicky, so I can't remember what my recipe says. I'll post it in the Discord after, but I can't bloody remember. So let's go. Just bought garlic, didn't I? I did. Lovely. So let's take some garlic. Now chop me up in tiny little pieces. I thank him for dicing me so neatly. Very good. Thank you, Lucy. You could, in theory, you could use the anchovy oil for the mayo. Yeah, absolutely. But it would probably be fine. You know, I think originally the recipe I have actually calls for peanut oil, which is gonna make Lucy Faye go gross, but peanut oil is what you're kind of supposed to put into it. Yeah, peanut oil, huh? But that's what, like, if you were making, if I was making it, like officially, I'd say peanut oil, but like any oil is fine. I have olive oil in mine. Olive oil is fine. You know, sunflower oil is fine. They all add a different element to it. It's not really, the oil will just give it a slight flavor, and that's it. That's about it, really, you know. So I don't think the oil is too important. It's more about, like, if I was making this properly, I'd go get peanut oil, I'd go get a really good Dijon mustard, I'd get white wine vinegar. But I'm doing this for the home cook. It's not that vitally important, and at the end of the day, it's only bloody mayonnaise. So I mean, worst case scenario, buy a good mayonnaise and put this, what I'm putting on top of this. Why is this garlic being so awkward? Put this on top of it, and you'll do the same job as I'm doing here today. I just wanted to go through the process of making mayonnaise so I could make it here for you guys, and you guys could understand what's going on. But it's not vitally important. So let's crush some garlic in here into our little, oh my god, I've forgotten what this thing is called. Someone tell me, I want to say portal and master, but that's not right. Pestle and mortar, that's the one. So when you're crushing anything in a pestle and mortar, it needs something to kind of grind it together. Mortar and pestle, thank you. So I'm going to put some coarse salt in here. The idea being is that the salt will act as kind of your grinder, and will, nobody get excited when I say grinder, please. Act as your grinder and will allow everything to kind of emulsify together. So I'm going to crush this now. With a pestle and mortar, you're trying to bash, then move, then bash, then move, and just kind of, once again, these are all very sus movements. But what we're going to try and do, every so often you will have to just scrape it down. Once again, by the way, I'm just going to put this out there. When I made this in a restaurant, I used a blender. So I'm being a traditionalist here, but if you're under stress, it's just a blender. I move to the right here so you get the arm in. There we go. Just pull the sleeve up so you get the full arm in. There you go. Yeah, you're all happy. But so to be honest, Lucy, like it's just not that important. And people, you know, when you're in a restaurant, like there is certain things that, and I know Gordon Ramsay was on a show with Gino D'Acampo there recently, and he was making pasta. He made it in a machine, and Gino went mad and said, "My grandmother would go crazy if she saw you doing that." And he was like, "Well, you know, I'm a 3-star Michelin chef, like, so, you know." Okay, bring you back. You know what? I'm gonna actually, just to kind of make this look a little bit sexier, I am gonna put some. Oh, we almost forgot about the bacon. That could have ended badly. Ah, yeah. Now we're fucking soaking G's up here. Okay, this is perfect. This is gonna be nice and crispy. That now is, well, this one's a bit too much, but I'm gonna let this cool for a while. Ow. And I'm gonna cut it up and add it to the salad towards the end. Okay, you sit over there, pal. Cool to fuck down. Okay. But I'm gonna add a little bit of parsley, flat leaf parsley to this. And I'm just gonna chop it up as fine as I can, just to give the dressing a bit of green. I'm also gonna throw some chives in at the end of the salad, even though that's not traditional either, because I think it just gives it a bit. After I've chopped this up and made the dressing, I'm gonna make my own croutons, as Fru has said, which take 8 to 10 minutes. So nothing crazy in that. And then we can, when everything's cooled down, we can assemble our salad, and then that'll be it. Might be a reasonably short stream. For how long have I even been online? No idea. I took away that. Doesn't matter. So I'm gonna get my knife, which I just cleaned fish off, hopefully, and garlic. Give you another little whack of up. Yep, 10 minutes, Grace. Honestly, one thing, and I'll tell you a story while I'm chopping this parsley. One thing, I worked in the kitchen once. So I first time I was making croutons, they were like, cut up the bread into cubes, toss it a little bit of olive oil, which you'll see here, put it in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes until they're crisp. That's it. You know, you see people, you can do croutons in a pan with a bit of butter, but bread is literally a natural sponge, and it will eat up that oil. So if you're looking for crispy, then you should absolutely always do them in the oven. So cheaper to make. Oh, absolutely, Lucy, absolutely. And I'll show you here, and it's generally, as long as you have, I'm going to be putting them into this, just cutting up the bread, putting it into here, a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of thyme, salt, and they're going in the oven. And then I'll take them out in a couple of, and give them a shake, maybe 8 minutes in, or 4 minutes in. And that's it, honestly. Okay, so let's assemble our dressing. First of all, I'm going to throw the parsley in. Once again, this parsley is just for show. Doesn't really add anything, but I like it. I'm going to take my anchovy and garlic paste. That's going to go in as well. And then, and this is an important part, which I've almost forgotten, we're going to grate some Parmesan in here. Now, beep, watch your bum. So, I'm just going to eyeball this. Once again, this is just me eyeballing it. Recipe, I will post the recipe up. I think, yeah, that'll do. Okay. Get our whisk back out. And we're going to try and incorporate all this together best we can. I can smell the cheese, I can smell the garlic. The fish, believe it or not, for anyone who's kind of worried or a bit adverse to fish, it's only there to add saltiness, and I think, I could be talking at my arse here, but I think a little bit of umami as well. Don't ask me what umami is, I don't fucking know. And because this is a dressing, not a mayonnaise, I am going to let it out with a little bit of water, a bit of cold water. So, a little bit of water in, and I'm going to just let it out until I feel like, because we're looking for a salad dressing here. We're not looking for a mayonnaise. So that to me is a little bit thick. So yeah. So for me now, that's starting to kind of drop a little bit, which is what I'm looking for. I want it to be, I'd even go a little bit further than this ordinarily, but I'm gonna throw a little bit more salt in. Okay, thank you, Axe. Thank you for confirming that. I didn't want it to be like, and I'm adding the anchovies for an umami taste. Like, yeah, they are, absolutely. Thank you very much. So let me taste this. Get my spatula out. Where are you, little bastard? Add it here. Let's just have. Oh, me need a little bit more cheese. Oh, actually, sorry, that just kicked me in the ass there. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it kind of, a dressing like this really just hits you after you've eaten it. That was so strong. Okay, cool. Garlic came in at the end there. Sure, everyone loves more cheese, don't they? So, that is Caesar dressing done. So that's the crux of your work done. You have your dressing. Everything else is just putting the salad together. Right, so next thing's up. I'm going to put that in the fridge just to cool down for a little bit. We are going to go with, I'm going to put this scales away, I don't need it anymore. Right, we're going to do our croutons. So I bought a big loaf of ciabatta, which I'm going to make the croutons out of. Believe it or not, in the job I had, we used just normal plain white bread for our croutons, and they were just as lovely. But I like ciabatta. I think it adds a bit. I think it's lovely. It's crunchy. I'm just going to cut this in half, and I'm going to cut it in half again. So we have a little bit of crust on each one. I'm going to go again, actually. They're quite... Oh. Yeah. Once again, eyeballing all this. Yeah. Right. So, have our bread here. Spoke a lot of bread. Tastes good. This knife, this is a Wusthof knife. I don't know if you can see that. Where's it gone? This knife was probably 70 or 80 quid, I think. It's a good knife, very good knife. But once again, don't buy a good Wusthof knife if you don't know how to use it. And I can't stress that enough, because you will, and because I did, you will cut your finger off. So, and I know what I'm doing. So for me, okay, cool. So we've cut up our bread. That's all we're doing. We're going to throw it into the pan here. We are going to add a touch. I might as well use this since it's here. I'm just going to add a little touch of olive oil. Once again, that's all you need, just that much. A little toss around so everyone gets Everyone gets a little bit, a lot of oil, some more than others, that's fine, don't worry about it. It's really not that important. So all you're trying to do is like lightly coat them in the oil. If you had a spray, that would be brilliant as well. I'm going to spread them out. I'm going to hit them with a little bit of salt. Sorry, I know I'm not talking to chat here. I really should be doing a better job. I'm going to hit them with a little bit of salt. Always season from a height. I know Salt Bae did it and everyone's like, oh, it's a scam. It's not a scam. It's actually what you're supposed to do. He just made a big fucking song and dance about it. And I like thyme, so I'm just going to put a few thyme leaves, a few thyme sticks off around. This way it kind of perfumes it without actually overpowering it. And if I have one spare, I'm going to crush a little clove of garlic. You guys see where I put my garlic now? Is it under here? Oh, there's one. Thank you. So, little garlic down, bash. And you're going to go there. Now these are going in the oven for, no joke, 8 to 10 minutes. I'll have a look at them. This is generally you're going by your eye here. That's it. You're just going, right, that looks crispy to me. Take one out, eat one. That's all it is. So they're gone in. 10 minutes there. Okay, let's switch you back to me so I can have a chat with you again. Let me scroll up, I've probably missed a shit ton here. Well done, Lucy, on your 45 minutes of cardio. Proper bread knife, yeah, absolutely. Oh, I did miss that much, that's okay. So, yeah, they're gone in now. They take 8 to 10 minutes. Our bacon's behind us cooling. I'm gonna prep the salad now. Now, this is do what I say, not what I do moment. You should wash this before you use it. I'm not, because I'm eating at home. Doesn't fucking matter. But if I washed this, it would have to dry and be ready for me to put the dressing on it in 20 minutes, which is just not going to happen. I'm just gonna raw dog it. So this is what I use when making a Caesar salad. There's two. I got both of them just to show you. There's 2 salads you should use for a Caesar salad. One is baby gem, and one is romaine. Okay. So let me just switch back actually. So they're both similar leaves. Okay. They're both similar enough leaves. You know, baby gem is just a bit smaller and it looks a bit nicer. So your romaine, if you were putting it into a Caesar, you'd have to just cut it into smaller pieces that mimic a baby gem. So I'm not going to use romaine today. I bought it. I'll use it tomorrow. But I have a shitload of Caesar dressing to use now. So funny. So what we're going to do, if you're prepping a baby gem, ordinarily, I just cut roughly around where the white bit's on, and then you're just peeling. It'll just naturally just peel away into these big, nice, lovely green leaves that look great in a salad. They stand up on their own. Hello, Super Coops. Sorry, I just went I developed an accent saying that. Hello, Super Coops. How are you? Welcome in. And then as you get further down the gem, you'll get to a point where they start to get a bit yellow and a bit tough. Now that's when I'd kind of trim them again. Take a little bit more. Like this stuff is fine to eat. It's perfectly fine. It's just very, 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 very tough and very hard. It's perfectly fine to eat. But you just keep peeling away the natural layers off it. It'll naturally just peel itself apart. And you're just left with a bowl full of lovely. I'm very good, Super Coops. Nice to catch you live. Oh no, is this someone from my real existence outside Twitchland? Yeah. So I have a bowl here now. Okay. So we have our leaves. That's it. Job done. There's enough in there for one salad. I won't do another. You usually get one per baby gem out of it. Okay, cool. Thank you, Coops. Thank you, Santa. Did Santa put it in general? Jesus Christ. Later. Oh. The leaves are done. They're sitting there. They're good to go. All we're waiting on now is our chives. I'll swap you back. I am actually going to cut the chives now because I have a bit of time. Oh my god, I forgot I had a coffee here. Bastard. Oh, it's going to dox me slightly. Doesn't matter. So let's find my knife for chopping. So use this won't work for the chives, but this so this was actually, I'll show you this now in a sec. This was the first knife I ever had in the kitchen, and you might say it's a bit not this one, but it might be a bit of overcompensation, but this is the first knife I ever had. It's a bit of a monster. So for reference, that's the length of my arm. It's dull as fuck now because I obviously used it, and you can actually see. You know what happened? And this is a true story. This is so bananas, right? Let me switch back and tell you this story. There was a guy I worked with in a kitchen, and he was not a good chef, but he pretended like he was all the time. And he came to me one day and he said, "Can I sharpen your knives? I want to work on it." And I was like, "Well, I can do them." And he said, "No, that's fine. Like, listen, just let me do it. I'll probably do a better job." And you probably can't see. You can see the scuff marks up here. Yeah, all along the side. He sharpened the non-knife side for me. Now I just sat there and watched him for a few minutes while he was sharpening the non-blade side of the knife. Like, he sharpened the blunt side of the knife. You can see where I was sharpening the other side of it, like, for ages. Like, it's so dull now, it needs a professional sharp now. Like, this couldn't cut fucking butter now. But yeah, I know, believe it's a true story. He actually genuinely sharpened down, and you can kind of see the markings from where he ran the sharpener along it. And he was just sitting there. Where's my sharpener? It's here. He's just sitting there doing this, like, you know, sharpening and I'm just looking at him going like, this fucking goober, what is he doing? Like, he was just sharpening the blunt side of the do you know what? Brace a little bit, but not the ones you might think of in the kitchen. The more ones that make you feel more mellow. Right, so let's check our croutons. But yeah, he was a bit of a donut. They're nearly done, you know that? So, as you can see, they're quite crispy. You know what? I made them way too big, but fuck it, it'll look nice. I'm just going to give these a little bit of a toss around. Back in. Now, let's just have a little crusher one. Oh yeah. Well, actually, not bad. But to tell you another story, because I haven't got much to do today, so I'm going to tell you stories while I'm working. So the third kitchen I worked in, they had a salad as well, and they had a Caesar salad, and they used to make croutons. They used to deep fry them. Now, can you deep fry croutons? Of course you can. Is the right way of doing it? No. You do it if you're in a pinch and you're struggling? Absolutely. What 10 days croutons at? I have about 200 for you actually. I'm gonna put it down. But and I said to them one day, I said, let me make the croutons. You know, it was a Monday, it wasn't busy. By the way, other note, if you're ever brought into a trial in a really good kitchen, this would be the first thing you'd be asked to do is to cut chives. Anyway, it's a real test of a chef. But, so, yeah, it was a Monday, I said, let me make the croutons. So I did exactly what I showed you there. I put them in a pan, or in a oven pan. I fucking tossed them a little olive oil, put a bit of salt, and started walking towards the oven. And one of the chefs, and this is an absolute true story, stood in front of me and said, no, that's not what we do here. We deep fry them here. And I said, no, sure, like, and exactly what I said to you guys a few minutes ago, said, you can't deep fry bread, it just eats up the oil, you're asking for trouble, blah, blah, blah. He was like, no, and he grabbed the tray and tried to wrest it off me. So me and him are stood in this battle just going, and I eventually kind of just went, woomph. And I said, no, I'm putting them in the oven. So he was like, right, do what you want then. And of course, same as what's happening with you guys here, 10 minutes later, we had croutons. And about 2 hours later, I sent them out, everything's fine. 2 hours later, we were sitting there and some of the old croutons were still there. I picked up one of his and I picked up one of mine. I said, Joe, I just want to show you this. And I squeezed his and oil went down my hand, because that's what happened. And I squeezed mine and mine turned to crumbs. I said, that's why we do it. And he goes, I don't care. And I was like, cool. So this is the type of kitchen I'm in now. And I was working there part-time while I was in college, going back to be a software developer. So I was like, right, that's the level they're at. They don't care. They don't care about good food. They didn't like me in there because I was that asshole who was like, you're doing this wrong, this is wrong, you should be doing this, etc., etc. And I was doing that all the fucking time. So they didn't really like me. And I don't blame them, because I was being a bit of a dick about it, like, because I came from a Michelin background, so I was like, you're doing everything wrong. But they were doing everything wrong, but I probably could have been sounder about it. Okay. What do we have left to do? We have to cut up our bacon, which I'm going to do now. Hard as a brick, this shit. Right, cool. Bacon's here. Cut up this. Flop you back. Wish I had like a quick button. Exactly. You're wanting crunch like this. Oh, you guys probably can't hear that. I'm just going to cut these into little chunks. Ordinarily, I would cut them into like little tiny strips. The other thing you want to do, if you're not arsed doing this, what you can do is you can just buy pancetta and do a little pan fry, and it'll be just as nice. Once again, all of these are like steps if you're willing. Like I'm sitting here, I don't know how long I've been live, maybe an hour, and I'm taking time to show you guys how to do this, what I would consider a good way. But someone could turn around to you tomorrow and say, no, that's not worth your time, do this. And they could be right. Everyone has, it's why, as I said last week when I did the bolognese, different places in different parts of Italy will tell you this is right and this is wrong, and this is right and this is wrong. So there is traditional recipes, there is traditional ways of doing things. Sometimes stuff like this, there can be reasonable substitutes. Not like putting mushrooms in the chili or something, but it's not far off it, like. But well, she's not here anymore, I don't think. Anyway, little dig at Lucy there. Let's have a look. You know what? I'm gonna let you guys decide. Are we happy with them? What do you think? Are we happy? Or do you think they need longer? What do we think? Hello. Are they crunchy? I know this one is. The bigger ones, oh, hey, they're really hot. That's fine, it. Yeah, they definitely are. Don't forget as well, they're fine. Don't forget as well that croutons will naturally crisp up a little bit more as they cool. So I'm happy with them. They're probably too big, but okay, doesn't matter. Is this one like? Oh, never mind. That's really crispy. I'll take it all back. Lovely. Cool. Okay, so the big ones could probably use another few minutes, but I don't care about that. Fine. Once again, cooking in general. Taste. That's all you have to do. I did look at them and I said they look alright. Small ones crunchy as fuck. Like there's one here. This is just pure. That's just crisp. Just gone to mush like. So that's perfect. But the bigger ones do still have a little bit of a soft center, which is fine. I used to have these sitting in a big jar next to me for my Caesar salads in work. And they were so dangerous. Like genuinely so dangerous. You'd just be sitting there all day going, yum, yum, yum. Good man, Lefty. Not a fucking drop of oil in that one. So yeah, so Grace, the old Marco Pierre White saying is that cooking is poetry and baking is chemistry. If you're making a red velvet or something like that, yes, please follow the recipe. Don't substitute fucking flour with baking soda, or don't be silly like. But it's it's really important that olive oil in the red velvet cake is actually a real thing. I'll do a red velvet on here one day, but it's actually yeah. There's a lot of olive oil in a red velvet. I'll do a red velvet cake on here one day because it's something. I have a recipe for it that I robbed off a very, very good chef. Once again, by the way, none of these recipes are mine. A lot of them are traditional. Oh, I know my book. There's a book called Larousse Gastronomique, right? Which is like a chef's Bible. And it has like the basic recipe for absolutely everything. So like the simplest and most traditional version of nearly every recipe in the world. Close enough like. So like if I was looking at Caesar salad and that, it would just be romaine lettuce, dressing, parmesan. That's it. And a crouton, sorry. And it would just be that's all it would be. Whereas like I'm adding chives to this, there's parsley in my dressing, I've got bacon. Not traditional. Even though people think bacon in a Caesar is traditional, it's actually not. Now I haven't finished loose, so we finished everything. Have you finished? No, not yet. So we have bacon. We have actually, sorry. Are they crispy? Yeah, they are. We have our croutons. Oh, that's a clove of garlic. Don't put that in there. We have our bacon. We have our croutons. We have our lettuce. We have our dressing. We have our chives. So let me just swap back to the other one. So we have everything here. We're almost good to go. And I'm gonna get a big bowl to dress this all in. and then I'll show it. But before we do that, we haven't done this yet this stream. Everyone say hello to Monaco. All right, I got your feet. You're okay. You all right? Yeah? You wouldn't like that, mate. That's salad. You wouldn't eat that. Hmm? You okay? All right, wee man. Oh, am I covering you? Covering the mic? You might be. Whoop. I don't know. Did you guys hear that? So that was Mono. That's my dog. We've gone through this before, but he has the sad backstory of being from a puppy farm and all that sort of stuff. So, but he's a great dog. I love him to death. So that was Monaco's weekly cameo. Usually he hovers underneath me, but he's really, and I mean this, he's really not interested in this one today. So he's not a health food boy. By the way, actually, note, big note, Caesar salad is not healthy. Marketed as healthy, it's very much not. Okay, so are we ready for me to build this? Is everybody ready? Let me know. I have a feeling, am I behind? Let's get Bob in. Okay, you guys are here. I thought I was behind there. Okay, so let's build this motherfucker. Let's go. Okay, we're sitting here. I'm gonna get, that's right, another bowl out. You'll soon discover for me that I love my bowls. Right. So, yeah, I do need my cheese as well. Zelda noises. Love a Zelda noise. So, we're going to start with our dressing. Now, for anyone who is at all squeamish, tag off my channel. I'm gonna be mixing this with my hand. Get over it. So we have our dressing in. Actually, yeah, I should have let it a little bit more. It's a little bit thick, but fuck it, we move on. Once again, everything's okay. Nobody's gonna lose any limbs. Okay, we're gonna put our leaves in. And look at the size of the bowl I have over there. Okay, I'm gonna put some of my bacon in. I'm gonna put some of the croutons in, and genuinely, after that, I'm just gonna get my hands in the mixer. Mix until everything's dressed, everything's nice, everything's lovely and covered. I'm gonna put another leaf in. Okay, I'm gonna bring over my plate I've had standing here. Now, I'm gonna first of all drop in a few leaves, work them around a little bit. I probably put a little bit too much dressing on, but it doesn't matter. Again, we're not trying to win any beauty contest here, it's only a salad. We're going to put some croutons around. We're gonna get our bacon, spread that around a little bit. And what I like to do, which is not for everyone, is to get a couple of dry croutons that haven't been through and just bring them in, because the croutons will eat up a little bit of the dressing. So you're trying to avoid that. We're just gonna clean the plate a little bit. I don't like the dressing. It's a salad, it is rough, but we're still good perfectionists here. We're gonna put a little bit of cheese on top of this. Just a touch. And we're gonna top it with some fresh chives, just add a little bit of fresh green to it. Plate another little wipe. And that, my friends, is a beautiful, traditional-ish Caesar salad. Are we happy? Is everybody happy? I like it, Picasso. She's stunning. She's good, actually. There's a lot of bread in here, but okay. Are we happy? Is everybody happy? Cool. So let's swap back. Excuse me. Let's turn off the dry cam so I can actually get a photo of this. Because otherwise Lucy will kill me if I don't get photos. That's nice, actually. I'll tell you what. I thought it looked a bit ugly at the start, but it's nice. I mean, the fucking salad. What am I giving out of it? So, that is our Caesar salad. Before I eat this, you all right? Oh, that's good. That's fucking good. Lucy, I was about to say, if before I go, does anyone have any questions? What did Lucy ask earlier? Ask again, please, Lucy. Double text me. Well, triple text me. Let's see. All right, hold on. I can't see it. What was the question? How long does mayo last in the fridge? Okay, fresh mayo. I actually, you know what? I actually don't know. Rule of thumb in a professional kitchen is it's 5 days for fresh food, and then it has to go in the bin. Now, if you're getting Hellmann's, they do put a lot of preservatives into it, obviously. Fresh mayo, I'd say give it a week in the fridge, and it's probably still okay. But it's like anything, if you taste it, it tastes a bit off, you go, oh no, I got rid of that there. I'd give that dressing a week, maybe. Yeah, the great thing about making mayo, for example, is that, like, it fucking, I could have used 1 egg yolk, 100 mils of oil, half a teaspoon of mustard, and half a teaspoon of vinegar, and made a mayo cup about this big, just for enough for 2 meals. Right? If you have egg yolks, 1 egg, you can make half that amount that I've made there, and that'll probably do you a week, you know. So it's fine. You'll be grand. It'd be okay. I'm doing maths, yeah. Doing maths in my head. John, don't do maths on the stream, you'll get her. But in a professional setting, you would give everything about 5 days, and then you check it after the third day. You date everything, and after the just date everyone. After the third day, then you start to taste it every day and just check where it's at. You know, what does it taste like? Is it sour? I once sent out. I used to make these things. They're called duck rillettes, right? And they're basically just duck nuggets, for lack of a better term. And I sent one out one day, and it was sour, which means it was off. And it was sent back, and I got bollocked, like nearly sacked on the spot. And my head chef, I'd never seen him so angry, and I was standing there like a scared child, being like, "I'm so sorry." That's the thing. Like, you test a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Toss at the end of the fourth day. Like, it's, once again, it does depend what it is, but if you still have something there after 5 days, that means it's not selling well, you know. And if it is something like meat, after the third day, you're like, right, we're putting it on a special tomorrow, put it in something different. And like, I did a banquet once for this is a true story, don't be slagging me off, or don't be doubt me. I did a fresh banquet for 2,000 people. I did everything bar the meat. One chef was just cooking meat for the whole time, and I did everything else. And at the end of the day, we had a load of mashed left over, we had a load of potatoes, we had a load of carrots, we had a load of veg everywhere, and I was like, let's do a special tomorrow. We've got loads of mash, we've got loads of the chicken was the main meat. I said, let's do a chicken pie tomorrow. You know, let's just shred the chicken meat, put it in with the veg, top with a bit of mash, lovely chicken pie. And this was the place I was working in that wasn't great. They were like, no, we're just gonna do the same dish again. And I was like, but everyone who comes into this restaurant tomorrow and sees, you know, roast chicken with veg and mash is gonna know that you're just using what's left over from yesterday. Whereas if you if you spread up the chicken, mix it with the veg, add a little bit of fucking sauce, and top it with mashed potato, people are like, oh my god, a lovely chicken pie. So it's the same thing as, like, if I don't like eating the same dinner 2 nights in a row. So if I make something versatile like a chili, I'll have a chili with rice the first night, I'll have a burrito or something the second night, third night I might have nachos, I might have lettuce wraps, you can use the chili in different ways. I might stuff a bell pepper, you know. I'm still eating chili for 3 nights in a row, but I'm not just having chili and rice or a burrito every night. It's about kind of being clever about it, because then you don't get bored of it. Like, if I made a tomato soup, and I've done this before, if I made a tomato soup, I'll use it then as a base for a pasta sauce the following day. Why not, you know? On the chili. Now, Lucy, there's one big worry about doing chili, is that, like, everyone and their mother has a chili recipe. Someone will be in here being like, he's full of shit. Because mine is very basic. I know it's nice, I know you've had it and you like it, but like, for any people from the US of A in the chat, they'll come in and be like, whoa, what are you doing? That's all over the place. But it's not. Or if there's any Mexicans, God help me, like, I worked with a Mexican guy before and I told him my recipe for chili and he nearly fucking punched me. So it's quite different. Naughty, Spenny. It's quite different in each place you are, like what they're like and what they do and stuff like that. So it can be a little bit of a, I'm gonna do it. I'll do a chili on here, but I know that I'm gonna get absolutely hammered for it. Someone's gonna come in and just be like, What the fuck are you doing? You haven't a clue. I told you about the Italians went after me when I was doing stuff. I want to do, once again, by the way, oh, let's do this actually. For anyone who has a suggestion, anyone who has a suggestion of what I should cook on this channel, please let me know. Yeah, games of people are fucking awful. If you have any suggestion of what you're making this channel, please let me know. I'm open to anything. If I've never done it before, we can learn to do it together. As I said, I just trust my instincts. See, that's the thing, Lefty. It's like, if you do a big meal and you eat it day one, and then you have to eat it day two, and eat it day three, and eat it day four. Like that bolognese I made last week, that was fed everyone. It was happy in the end. But if I was making that for me alone, I'd have it like ragu a bolognese the first day. The second day, I'd cut it out with a little bit of passata, make a lasagna. Third day, and then I remember the third day last year, I made some pasta and made some ravioli out of it. You know what I mean? So, but then I realized that making pasta without a pasta roller was absolute suicide, so I'm not doing that again. I need to get a pasta. If I get a pasta roller, I'll definitely make pasta on here. I am Brew Hara. Let's go behind the scenes and behind the lens. I said Parmesan, but I didn't have any Parmesan, so I used Pecorino. It's much about muchness, really. Yeah, gluten-free. A lot of what, well, this isn't gluten-free because there's big fucking fat croutons in it. Yeah, there's some gluten-free stuff. Alright. This is going to sound really stupid. Does rice have gluten in it? Or am I losing my mind? Or is it just... Okay. Just pasta stuff. Alright, cool. Well, because if I did like a risotto, you could definitely eat a risotto. And I was starting to doubt myself there. But yeah, a nice risotto would be nice. You could definitely eat that. I do want to do a risotto on this channel, because that's something I'm actually quite decent at. Except for the glutinous Maximus rice. Oh, you're eating your dinner now. Oh boy. But oh, is it? Oh, sorry, Jack. My bad. But yeah, absolutely. And if you have any suggestions, get in the Discord. Tell me if it's something I've never done before. We'll learn to do it together. I still have this nice idea of doing a dish for each of my friends, because I was laughing saying I should do the Swedish meatballs for Santa, and then I was like, actually, that's a great idea. Just pick a dish from everyone's country and do one. And then I asked Lucy, and she was like, chili? I was like, no, from your country, Lucy. Tikka masala was actually invented in Scotland, Benny, so yes, that would very much count. I do want to do a butter chicken on here as well, but I made my own recipe recently, and I've definitely written something wrong down. It was way too sweet. So I have to be careful with that one. You all right? He just ran out for some reason. Of course you can, Lucy. I actually am going to finish up now because I'm going on a brewery tour in 1 hour and 45 minutes. So I have to clean up, and go. Why am I going on a brewery tour? Because we won it in the competition. Oh yeah, I was going to raid Birch anyway. So, oh no. This is Mel's been gardening and I'm eating garden. This is like the two polar opposites. Yeah, I'm sorry it's so early and it's so short. I'm sorry I'm so early and I'm so short. But because I'm going on this brewery tour at 4 o'clock. I have to just do something early. Originally, you know, the original plan here today was to do an eggs Benedict, but it's I'm almost guaranteed to split the hollandaise if I'm doing it. Anytime I've tried to explain hollandaise to someone, I've split it. So it's like it's just something that always fucking happens to me. So I just went to the Caesar salad instead. But yeah, you know what? That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna finish there because I've just been eating this and talking to you guys, and that's weird. Just put you away. Hey. Okay. So sleep well, Lefty. I'm gonna raid this into. Could you give me his full username, please, Lucy? So I don't have to open anything. Lefty, I don't have faith in it. Anytime I try and make it in front of someone, I split it. Anytime I make it on my own, I'm fine. I think because it's such a like finicky little sauce that if you stop for a second to go, this is why I'm doing this, it'll start to split. So you have to be just so careful with it. Okay. Lucy. We're gonna go now, actually. Fuck it, why not? Oh, this channel is intended for. Oh my god, it's gone in 5 seconds. We're going now? Oh no, sorry. Jesus Christ. Never mind. Now we're fine. Yeah, we do have a raid message. Jeez, I forgot all about that. And I need to. Needs a little bit of a mod. But yeah, thanks for showing up. You know what, I'm gonna try. The reason I did this short one today as well, is that I want to consistently keep doing this on Saturdays if I can, for the next while. And if I ever get a better system, maybe there'll be some game midweek ones thrown in somewhere. Who knows? But that's the plan for now. But thank you everyone for showing up again today. Thanks Coffee for the sub. Thanks for a few follows. I've had a few new follows today. I'm not going to call them out. The streaks, the bits, everything today. It's been really, really lovely. I love you all. And I will, not maybe, I will see you next Saturday. Have a good evening. Oh, I didn't stop the stream, of course.